Hi guys, I'm Hextrojan and this is Gaming Hexer and welcome back to Space Engineers. You can see I've done a bit of work off camera. All I've done is really fill in the gaps. I've not built anything new, just added the extra materials needed to complete the solid structure itself. So and this is what we have, and I can give you a better idea now of what I was planning with regards to this particular base inside this asteroid. You see, you can come out. This is what I meant by having separate modules. These are enclosed modules for the time being. I do have some plans for other platforms that aren't as enclosed, but this is what they look like so far. Sort of like modular habitats. That's the sort of general idea I had in mind, and nested around the asteroid like this. These ones are currently connected by a catwalk. That's how the power is supplied from here, because the reactor's on this one, and the power obviously goes along the catwalk and is attached to this one here. That's why I need these blocks here. I wasn't a big fan of having these blocks here, but without these blocks here, the catwalk isn't attached to the platform, and the power then isn't transferred across. This is what I was talking about, transferring materials between modules, because say if I want my large container over here, or even a separate container, a separate module that has all the cargo containers in one area, like the storage module we'll call it, that's going to be the next thing I build. But I need a way of moving resources from here, where the refinery and assembler is here, to this habitat, and then to the storage container. And this is what we're going to get into today. I've been exploring off of camera. You can see the different GPS locations that I've put up on the screen. This is from me travelling around. I haven't really gone further than, I'd say, about 50. You can see there 15,000 meters, so 15 kilometers. I haven't really gone further than that. I wanted to keep everything local, because obviously still I haven't built a ship yet for mining or anything like that. That's going to be the next thing. As soon as production is up and running on a massive scale, we're going to have to get some ships, so we can do the jobs quicker. And what I always need for the time being is silicon. And I found some silicon on this asteroid here. I found some on another asteroid which is a bit further away, so I'm going to get the nickel and silicon from here for now, and we need that for bulletproof glass, to make the bulletproof glass. There you can see I've put the thing up there. There it is. So just hidden up in this crevice up here, see we got a large wall of silicon here, and hidden in here we have some nickel. So we're going to just chop away at this silicon for now, as best we can anyway. Need to we'll just get that up and trying to get away. Let's get these loose bits for now. I like having the debris floating around. No particular reason apart from being tidy. Right, here's our base back over here. And I've also, as you've probably realised as well, noticed that the sun is shining in through here and has actually put this habitat in line of sight. For those who don't know, that means I will be in the line of fire of incoming meteors, because they come from the direction of the sun. So theoretically speaking, if the sun can see me, meteorites can see me too. So that's not going to be very good. I've already seen some flying in through this hole and hitting this ridge here, but I've been lucky enough not to be damaged by them yet. See, I've done a bit of mining as well. got some more iron. We had run out of iron, some cobalt, one of the asteroids that you see I've marked on the GPS. I'm going to put the silicon to the front of the production queue, so I can then start making some bulletproof glass. So let's get some of that nickel now, and we'll start building. Oh, the bulletproof glass, by the way, sorry, I got distracted, was for the conveyor tubes we're going to need. Right, I'm not going to... I did first think, oh, I'll have a conveyor tube running along the bottom here, and I'd only need the one, and it connect up to here with some conveyor blocks, but that just seems too easy, and it doesn't really implement the new conveyor block that is for direction of flow. So I'm gonna, it means a lot more building on my part, but I'm gonna do what I normally do and get a sort of the general idea up and ready, and then if it's taking too much time, then I can do it off camera and you'll see the finished product. And the general idea being that, like I've explained in the previous episode, a collector and a connector. So the connector shoots out the material and it floats along here. I'm gonna reduce the gravity field here. I may create a compartment in the ceiling here or in the floor, probably underneath, to conceal this gravity generator in the middle of the room, because I don't want it just plonked in the middle of the room, and then reduce its gravity field so it just takes up this module. Each of these will have their own gravity field. Each module, unless it's a module that doesn't really require it, so that the materials that come out of the connector here and are fired towards this module will float freely towards the collector on this side, where they're collected and then moved along conveyor tubes to the appropriate place, and vice versa. But what that means is that I'll have to have loads of different directions and materials set up, so I may need more than one connector and more than one collector depending on what materials I'm moving where. So for instance, if there's a landing pad over here that has collectors on there to collect ore or to collect materials from grinding down shipwrecks and stuff, then the connector over here and the direction conveyor thingamajig, whatever it's called, let me just see what it's called, there we go, conveyor saucer, will need to be set up to accept those materials, because once I set the collector up, the connector to obviously collect all and then release all, yeah, it'll only take what the conveyor has been set up to accept. So because of that, I'm going to need maybe more than one sorting block if I'm going to be going in different directions with different materials, and maybe more than one connector as well. I haven't really thought it through, but I'm going to make it work. Right, moving on. Where are you? There you are. Some more silicon. There we go. Right, nickel. Must be careful. I have a couple of occasions where I've been a bit too excited flying around within this area and hit a wall and died. So that's happened more than once, unfortunately, if I'm being honest. And always remember to spawn at your medical bay, because if you spawn in a new respawn ship or anything like that, then you will lose ownership of anything that you've built. We've got loads of silicon coming in, so in light of that we are going to build as many of these as we... oh, nearly forgot, look, I'm on disassemble, I don't want that. Okay, right, of course, because I haven't got any conveyor tubes set up, the assembler looks like it's not going to automatically pull anything from the refinery just from being connected. I'll have to actually manually move it across, and by manually I mean move to a different screen and just do it that way. So you see assembler's got gold and iron in here already, so we get these silicon, whatever they're called, right? Silicon wafer. Production, now you say I can build it, so we'll build a few hundred of these. Alright, 500 then. Let that go. Don't know if I'll have enough materials to build 500, but we'll see soon enough. Right, and while it's doing that, I'm going to set up what I said I was going to do here. So let's look for about the middle of the room. It doesn't have to be directly centre, but as centred as possible would be nice. Let's see. Shall we say that's roughly centre-ish? Like I said, building in even numbers. I should have known better, to be honest, but there we go. Just preparing the gravity generator to be moved down here, and then maybe a catwalk over it or something just to conceal it. Got a bit confused there where I lost gravity. Of course I should have been expecting that. Down to there. There we go, up and running again. And a catwalk maybe. Then what we'll do, I might just have these guys, because I will be using them probably quite a lot. Right, so that'll go there, and I need construction components. Oh, I have uranium here. I'll have some of that as well. Just for the sake of being quick. That's not very awesome. Oh, so how... I have to put a window there, aren't I? Yep, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. First things first. It's looking a bit dingy in here. I might put a couple of lights up, considering I have so many construction components on me. In fact, It seems to be doing a very good job of lighting the room up. I guess it's better than nothing. Let's put the construction components back. Go back, get the bulletproof glass from the other side. We can drop the uranium off while we're there. Now that's the other thing, you see, because my refinery's over here and I have no conveyor set up. I'll have to be mindful of that whenever I drop uranium in the refinery to be refined into usable power, that it will not be getting automatically transferred across to the other side where the reactor is. So I have to be aware of what my levels are. If we go to... I have so much power right now anyway, it doesn't really matter. But as we start building more things, the power requirements will go up and we'll need more reactors and so on. Anyway, why was I over here? Oh yeah, the bulletproof glass. We have 500. We can only hold 481, but that's cool. We're gonna put a window down here so it should hold. Should hold. Not really bothered about which way it goes. It will not go. Well, that is a bit pants, which means I'm going to have to put the gravity generator further downwards, and it's going to look maybe a bit funky. I could leave it there in the middle of the room for now, put a wall up to disguise it or something like that. That might be what I have to do. And it could be then like this module has 2 separate areas for the medical bay, and then for whatever's going to be this part here. I guess I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? Gosh darn it. Steel plates, please. We don't have any, do we? We have loads. What am I talking about? Alright, let's not make this so... That's heavy armour. Light armour. So let's make this not so uniform, not so obvious. There we go. A little different. So at least then it looks like it's a walled area. It looks nice and smooth. It's a shame that these lines are up here. Yeah. Nice little weird looking thing in the middle of the room, as you do. Maybe you could put a screen on there or a sign or something. Some sort of, maybe a buttons panel for something in the future. Anyway. We were going to build, I'm going to need my bulletproof glass for this actually, the components for the conveyor tubes and what have you. What do we need? Conveyor. I want this one. Again, let's start a new thing. We're going to need these obviously, connectors and collectors. Okay, where's the collector? I would have thought it would have been part of this category. Am I just not seeing it? I've not used these hinged conveyors yet. I'm not entirely sure how to use them yet, as I've not played with them, but okay, we'll just have to do something quickly. There you are. Don't know why it wasn't there, and if it was, I didn't see it. One. Right, steel plate, so we need some steel plates as well. We'll get the basic structure down, so we'll just have the... We don't even really need the bulletproof glass nose right now. We could have just got loads of steel plates and put the skeleton down in just fact. I think that's what we'll do. Right. Oh, well, we forgot to add conveyor to the list. There we go. What do we need for conveyors? Interior plates. Oh. We have just as many interior plates, so that's okay. Let's put about 200 of these back and take whatever we can of these. Oh, quite a few. Okay. Right, in order to have some sort of automation between these two, I'm going to stick a conveyor, and we don't need another conveyor. What we'll just do is, well, I guess it depends on what the end result is, whether we're going to need another one here or not, if we want a separate thing. But for now, I'm just going to do this. Alright, connect those up. And right. Okay, I'll go. Why don't I cover my sign up? Excuse me, being a bit clumsy here. Right, so let's say we have... I guess it could go here, aim over there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Right, this is how we're going to do it. Free it is. Right, it tells me the direction. Does it? Is that relevant? Yeah. Right. I'm assuming that means that's the flow, the direction of flow. So I'll put this one here. Now, I didn't really think this through. What we need to do here is put a conveyor here. So that means I'm going to have to destroy that because it's going to fall otherwise. Conveyor there even. Because I want more than one direction to come from here. So, another conveyor. Yeah. Right, and this is where it'll be sorted from the ore. Not the ore, sorry, the components. And what I want is the uranium to go another way. So the uranium's going to come back and towards the reactor over here. A sorter here, a sorter here. I might build the storage unit actually down here, and that's where all the components are going to go. And eventually I will move the assembler to its own module where these parts will be sorted from there and moved to there. Right, I'm going to be back in what will be a fraction of a second to you when I've got the rest of the skeleton up, so you can see how it's going to look, and I'll be back in a moment. Thank you. Right guys, welcome back. This is just a start a setup, eventually what I want to do is probably move it all back in and have it covered as much as possible, but just so you get the general idea. And also once I move it back in, I'll be able to tidy it up, and obviously there's certain things that won't be required. Here we go. So we have our new block here. This one isn't set to anything right now. I'm sort of got a mishmash of a setup here with regards to... Oh look, I forgot to build one. With regards to the conveyor setup here, but hopefully if it works, what's going to happen... You'll have to excuse me for 2 seconds. Let me just... It's not going to work unless I build that conveyor in there. I'm going to do a test with the uranium first, because I have one of these systems here set up to pull the uranium out, only let uranium through, and then spit it out towards that collector over there. And then what should happen is it should be then sorted straight towards the or drawn straight towards the reactor as they normally are. Obviously can't do it over here because it's separated, but once I do this, once I set this up, what do I need? Small steel tubes, motors, constructions, interior plate. Interiors, constructions, let's get them first. And you'll also notice that the gravity is now only on in here, otherwise anything that tries to move across here will just fall straight down. I've tried to keep it as things possible, so as soon as I move out it's going to turn it off, which will give me now a purpose to use the grav block mod, the grav catwalks. Hopefully the gravity field on them isn't too wide and will be interfering with the... What's happened there? Oh, jetpack off. Jetpack on. There we go. It is a bit awkward having the gravity off out there, but if this seems to be works out to be too complicated, then what I'll do is I'll just keep it as simple conveyors that run underneath the catwalks, and we'll just leave it at that, and which means we won't really have a reason right now to use the sorting blocks, but I just wanted to have a little system in place using the sorting blocks just for fun. So we need interior plates. We want... I think we need computers. I'm pretty sure we need motors. We want... bulletproof? No, we don't need bulletproof glass. We might need construction components. So we hold the rest in construction components, and then we should be okay. So just need small steel tubes then. I think we have some. We have some indeed. There we go, this should be that. Right, so for the purpose of this, what we're going to do is have some uranium ingots ready to be transported. So let's see. Uranium, I'll put it to the front of the cube. What should happen straight away is it should be moved straight into the connector, passing through this sorting block. Like that. So let's see, it should be getting transferred to the connector. Oh, I have the connector switched off. Right, so... This is what we do. I had it switched off so because it's already ready to go. As soon as I switch it on, it should start spitting out the uranium. So let me do that, and so I'm not standing in the way. Control panel, here it is. I'm on it already, connector 2. Right, turn it on. Everything throw out on collect all. Right, it says collect all, but it will not collect everything because it has to pass through the sorting block. The only thing I have whitelisted on the sorting block is the uranium, and you'll see that here. There we go. Uranium is the only thing on the whitelist. Nothing on the blacklist. Nothing on the blacklist, just a whitelist, because I only want the one thing to come through. Right, so turn this on, and this may be kind of slow. I don't want to use gravity. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's nice just to look at, so we'll keep it the current speed. It will be going. That'll be fine. Control panel. Turn the block on. Right, and it should. There we go. I'm not sure how fast it will do it. How many that is. I don't know, and it will travel across to here, and then boom, into there. That was a bit anticlimax. So what we're going to do is get loads of uranium. Where's all the uranium again? I think it's up here. Yep. Let's dig up some uranium, just for the hell of it. I could have just took some uranium from the reactor, but you see what I want to do. Oh, I'm lost. Let me out. Where's my little hole? Ah, now turn my light on. Feel a bit silly in here. I hate when this happens. There we go. So as it's being made, it will be getting shifted over and pushed to the other side. So we'll do it like that. Right, let me see some. Hold on a second. This one's white and this one's grey. Right, we have to go over here, of course. Can't be having that. We don't like the different colours. We want all the same colour, please. So let's do that right now. And as that's being done, it'll be getting transferred in smaller amounts now, because it'll be happening very quickly. There you go. We like that. It's good as well, because then you get sort of a visual cue as to what's being, when the power's being brought across. Obviously now if I try and fly through that, I'm going to have a problem, because I'm going to knock uranium ingots everywhere, and they should be then going straight into here. The reactor's underneath, hooked up that way. If I look in here to the reactor, you see it's going up by 1 each time. That's the size of the, as they're being made over here in the reactor, in the refinery. They're not even spending long enough there to get a whole kilo of uranium being transferred straight away to the connector. And obviously the only thing that's being going through is uranium, so that's how we wanted that to work. That's fine. Now the problem with this setup is this, that if I want to now have, say, another sorter that sends across a different material somewhere else, now I can't use the same connector. I'll have to use a different sorting block, which I have set up here already, and a different connector, because otherwise just the way the white list works and the black list works, it will confuse things. So I need to build a module down here, which will be an area where I'm going to keep all my building components, and what it'll end up being is it will be like a module having the building components sent down to it, and that's probably where I'm going to have down here a flat surface to land on. So these areas up here will be above the landing area, the big flat landing area down here. It's going to have to be heavy armor blocks, which is going to be fun. And obviously then a sort of a hangar with the cargo area that's going to hold all the stuff coming down from here. Right. Now the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking it's I mean, although that looks quite cool, the uranium, sorry, the whole sending of materials over these networks is going to be a bit too much, so I might keep this one that runs that way, which is fine, but this might just be a solid connection that runs down, pulling through all construction components and only construction components down to here. So that's what I think I might do. That also means then, you see, I had this collector set up here to send units across. Now there's a meteor storm coming. Let me see if they actually breach in here. Can't see them. They've obviously found something else to lock onto, because they'll generally fly in the direction of small ships, large. Oh, there we go. See, he got in. Oh, that was close. That was very close. That hit right there. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. All the more reason to get turrets up and running. So anyway, I have a collector sorted up here so we can send materials across. Although now that I think about it, that would be for ores and stuff like that. Now the ores, if I have a landing platform down there, will probably be coming from down there. So this makes this sort of pointless now. Trial and error. So yeah, I might just completely remove that then. And you see I had a sorting block ready as well to have it just for ore. But what you can also notice is that instead of going all the way over there now, I can just, if I want to send my stuff over there, I can just do K and move it into the connector, and it should get thrown out like that. You can see all the different things coming over, of course, and they'll be in bigger chunks now, so that's 125 of those and each time, and whatever. Save me having to go all the way over there. Right. So that probably means as well that we don't need these ones here, because we'll have a solid connection coming down from one of the conveyors. Yeah, we know. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Right. And the solid connection could even come down from here straight down into the area down there. In fact, I might build that connection so that we have the frame of reference as to where we're going to build the hangar, just quickly. And then I think after that we'll call it an evening with regards to this, or morning, or whenever you're watching this, with regards to this particular episode. And what I'll do is I'll put okay, I'll listen to you. Oh no, I better be quick. It just occurred to me, I can't allow it. If my thing goes off, I'll float away. There we go. Keep forgetting that in survival now, Once I let my battery run down when I was looking for these asteroids, and completely forgetting that once the battery goes, not only do I lose life support, but I do not have a jetpack then. So I just floated off into space, slowly dying, which isn't a fun thing to experience. So we got, these will go down to here. I'll have a conveyor to make sure the stuff gets pushed in the right direction. Oh no, I have a conveyor, look at the top. So I want a large cargo container down here, or several next to each other. It's going to take a fair amount of resources, so, and then I'll build the module around that. So I wonder, do I have the room to put another? I should have the room for another connection. The further these modules are away from each other, the better for me. That's more. Oh, damn it. That's more in keeping with the idea I have at the moment with regards to these sort of nests of modules around the thing, and I don't want them to look too uniform, so I'd like to have them sort of dotted about. At the moment they're looking kind of square and symmetrical, and you know, they're adjacent to each other. I like, now it'd be nice if I could, the next module more centered. So in fact, I'll put a cargo container here and probably another two then next to it and build around it like that, so this is in between those two. One, two. Let's do it like this way for now. Interior plates, displays and motors, and interior plates, displays and motors. Okay. See. Nearly flew straight into my little things. Anyway, interior plates. We don't need steel plates, right? Oh, well, we might do. Motors. I only have a few displays. I might need to build some more of those. Skip the steel plates. Oh, interior plates, even. I should have noticed that. Ah, I don't have any. So, we'll need interior plates. I should have really double checked how many, but I didn't, so. Always good to have some anyway. And I think I need some more small steel tubes. Oh, I have some in the collector over there. Of course, that's where they all went. Because I haven't got them set to go anywhere else. So oh, in the connector. It can't be in the connector. Collector 3. Collector 3. That would be you. Oh, I see. I can't access it from there. I have to access it from somewhere else in the system on this side. Right. If you can access it, you get this yellow field around the thing, like that. So there we go. Small steel tubes, interior plates, more displays. Don't need steel plates. Leave that for now. There we go. And of course now I can access them from... Oh, this is usable now anyway. But I can access them from here now. So there's nothing in here at the moment, but this is connected to the assembler. So I should be able to drag stuff from the assembler. Like that. This is the assembler. There we go. See how many of these I can hold. I can hold quite a few things. There we go. I did say 3, didn't I? And computer. I should have nickel. Oh, it's all in the wrong. Why is the... No, it should drag that nickel across. There we go, it has now. Even better. So 18 motors I need. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. If you liked, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.